What's up, YouTube? Let's get this in the Discord. +60 people in the Discord now. All right. All right. Nothing new. Let's see. Let's go get the shop stuff. All right. I'm 40 points away. I think I had one or two more people add me in the last couple days. So if... I didn't mean to do that. So if either of these two players hits level 20, then I get my last 200 diamonds. That would be nice. Not a big deal. But what's up, Elias? Alright, transfer Arzaku 3. I can handle that. Transfer our Gabtholi. Okay. Our Gray's dual type. Got it. I actually want... okay. I wanted them to give me a capture one to burn some stam. Only because you have to do them all once anyway, so... What's up, Sky? Or Stars, sorry. Dr. Jimmy! You finally beat Expert 1? I think I'm going to take a good stab at it this weekend. I figure I've probably got what it takes, except for the damn patience. That I have none of. Alright. The Zowert. Oh, okay, that's an easy one. Pulling the UR now, I don't care what I get. Well, let me know, man. Alright, so I'm fairly certain that the event is still worth doing for the hard modes. Doing these 3 hard modes. Freedom dupe. That's good, right? I forget what you have in your box, Jimmy. Do you have a one-shot killer team? Alright. And then... Oh, nice. Did you art... alright, so you had Freedom, you got a dupe. He wasn't like... Your regular Freedom is 1 star, so now it's 2? Okay. That's not as exciting as the first one, but I mean, still really good. I think doing the daily for an extra 300 is good. I appreciate that they allow for efficiency there, but that gets really annoying. It's like, let me just do my goddamn dailies. I'm not fighting the boss again. For... I mean, let me see. This mode is 50 for 120. There's you bragging in the Discord. I see it now. Alright, so is it 50 over 120? No. No, it's 120 divided by 50, I'm pretty sure. Is 2.4 tickets per medal. Yeah. So 60 divided by 75. No, 75 divided by 60. $1.25. Oh, whatever. I fucked it up. But anyway, it's not a crazy amount more. Don't do that, Dr. Jimmy. Hopefully this is worth 100 stamina. That could be tomorrow's video, but there's only like 5 days left of the event. Alright. And... yeah, we'll collect the warship. Oh, I made it... yeah, okay, so... it's level 39 for... rank 39 for... level 5 on here. Another 1 AP an hour, so that's an extra 24 AP a day. It's pretty good. Are you thinking that there are still people... the people that are re-rolling now... are there... I mean, you gotta remember, not everybody gets these things, like, gets these games, like, day one. So there's players that are either, like, doing an initial re-roll, or people that have been playing for, like, 3 or 4 days, and then go to the community, and then they're like, oh, shit, I was dumb, let's go re-roll. And then there's the people that are just nuts, like, that love re-rolling, and they're still doing it. Are you watching G-Cox? Yes, I caught up this morning. I'm becoming less and less enamored with it. I don't hate it. Okay, if you like it, that's cool. But it's kind of like Sailor Moon tried to make their own Evangelion thing. The show really doesn't have that much to do with Gundam, other than it's an alternate future of the after the 1 Year War. That's about it. I don't even remember how far into the future it is. It's just not making a lot of sense to me. It's obviously like aiming towards teenagers. Yeah. Also, it's bothering me that like they keep like Michu keeps going from like petite like 12-year-old little high school girl to like the sex appeal in like the bikinis and stuff. Like, why are they doing that? Seems weird to me. Oh. But I can tell you that the target audience for the show is not long-term fans of Gundams. That is... No, Jimmy, I know that. But I don't know how far into... I don't know what Universal Century year it is. It's not 78. I thought it was 79, but I think it's further than that. Alright, I think I'm gonna go work on my double Zeta units. Alright. And I think I only need one more of those, I'm pretty sure. Because I think he's already 2 stars. Alright, so that's stage 1, yeah. And, yeah, I think the Strike Freedom is just who I was bringing to make this easy. Set up my auto tonight to farm GP points. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't thought... I'm sure I could do that, but I haven't. I don't want to spend the gold on it. Or the capital. It's an alternate timeline of the original Gundam, but it's after the 1 Year War. Or whatever the 1 Year War turned into. Well, I think it would still be the 1 Year War... Because Mobile Suit Gundam actually takes pretty close to the end of the 1 Year War, I think. I think it's only about a month. It's like a what if. Yeah, Elias, I just don't really like the art and the unit design. I don't like. I don't hate it. Like, I'm not trying to shit all over it. But... I don't think it's going to be fondly remembered. I think people just like new. People like hype. So we're all excited because it's the new Gundam series, but like... I don't know. I don't think it's a good one. The only reason I'm still watching, besides just being in the Gundam community for the most part now, is because it's based off the 1 Year War. That's got me interested. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be able to watch it. But, like I said, don't let me bring you down. I'm always a negative guy, but... Is that what you're thinking, Elias, or is that an actual thing? Because I believe you. I mean, that's obviously what it looks like. God, I've been hitting manual stages for a long time. Yeah, I really... if you guys were watching yesterday or caught my my video about dumping AP into the seed event... Dumping seed. That's on my OnlyFans. Dumping AP into the seed event. I was doing extra AP into seed for a couple of days. And I was like, wow, that was a big waste of AP. Like, huge. Because I was doing 4 diamond refreshes, too. So, I mean, I was still getting my player requests done. But, yeah, that was a big waste of stand because, yeah, level 7 is not worth doing, except for your, just killing whatever tickets and then medals you get from the hard mode dailies. Those give so many tickets, it's pretty sure it's still worth it. But just farming stage 10, putting all your AP into that, awful. Awful return. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Especially since I refuse to put any more experience in than necessary. If they can beat the secret stage 80% of the time, they don't need more levels. I don't care how long it takes. I'm not wasting my experience mats. Yeah, Jimmy, just do the dailies. Farming level 7, it's not there. It's not, I think that's by design, but I thought that it was going to be good enough to be worth a stamina dump just for gold and experience capital. But no, it's not. The experience return is dreadful. The capital is pathetic. And you get less than 1 weapon drop average per 10 AP. And that's normal, rare, and SR combined. So it's just complete garbage. And honestly, the rewards from the first 6 box probably aren't that big a deal. It's just, it's the one-off things in it. The limited items that are in it. Honestly, probably once you are able to reset box 6, that's when you go to, at this point, like, if you're at box 5 right now, just go to doing dailies. I'm pretty sure that's safe. All you need to do with 6 is get the required items. You don't even need to finish 6. Just get the required items in 6. Because it looks like it's about twice as good as box 7, maybe. And box 7 isn't half good enough to be worthwhile. Let's see. Anything on the Twitter? No. We really... I hate games that don't feed information. I want to know, like, what to expect. Like, is the next week going to be boring? This event runs till the 13th. I'm assuming there's not going to be a gap between events, but there's also no reason to assume that there won't be. I mean, it's kind of lame when gachas have gaps, Maybe for, like, half of a day until the reset or something, but... Yeah. But it at least makes it a little more exciting when, you've got 4 or 5 days left on a dead event, but you get information about the new one, Which, Chase Games, we already know it's Fierce Assault. Well, dude, it better be more than that, because Fierce Assault is just a stage. Because even the free-to-play scrubs are going to be done with everything around now. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you guys scrubs. Free-to-play losers. No. Spending money in these games is dumb. I just can't help myself. Jimmy, shut up. You're a fucking whale now, okay? You and your, you are Limit Break, and all your paid gems and whatnot. Yeah, exactly. It's not time to go doom and gloom like... Cress, I can't remember... I'm pretty sure you're playing pretty hardcore like I am. I don't know if you're stam refreshing and stuff. I just do my 4 diamond refreshes every day, but... Yeah, it's, you know, it's too early to be worried. But yeah, we're pretty light on content right now. But that's what launch is like on these games when you know what you're doing. Not necessarily in this game, but when you've played gotchas at launch before and you know how to go in there and you make a plan of attack and whatnot. You know, use up your AP and efficiently, and how to get the most out of it, and where to get more. Yeah, they go. You know, these games are designed around normal to casual players, so. Your account might still look like a free to play, but your soul is that of a fucking whale. Honestly, Crest, the only reason I'm doing is just, you know, just to get my account built up to make content for you guys. I do it all for you. And because I'm obsessed with these games. You can live on technicalities? Yeah. Well, let's hope so. Still a big fat whale to me, Jimmy. That sounds even meaner than it's supposed to. Alright, so this is just completely just it reminded me of this funny story. I was hanging out with one of my friends, drinking buddy. She's a bartender at my favorite bar, and we were gonna hang out that night anyway. And I go, hey, I gotta bring my rental car back to the airport. Do you think you could pick me up? I'll Uber home. Sure, awesome. So she picks me up, and a couple minutes later, she gets a call from her ex-husband. Actually, they're still going through the divorce. You know, people are like that now. They can be separated for ages. And, you know, their relationship, not great. So she's like, you know, let me take this phone call. And it's over the speaker, of course. And she goes, and by the way, she's a cute girl. We're just friends. But just like any guy with a girl that's just a friend, I mean, I'd still throw it in there, buddy. Now I need to make sure that nobody watches this. Anyway. So they're talking, and you know, he's angry. And, so she's got a boyfriend too. He goes, whatever, fuck you and your fat boyfriend. And then hangs up, and I'm just sitting there like, well, I'm not her boyfriend, but how's he know I'm fat? I've never met this guy. I just thought that was hilarious. I mentioned that to her after, and she's like, no, he means Jim. He knows about Jim. Anyway, I ended up meeting this guy a few days later, because they end up hanging out again. She broke up with Jim, or was on that, whatever. I ended up getting along great with this guy, and I tell him the story, and I'm like, dude, I'm just sitting there thinking, like, how does he know I'm fat? Good times. Yeah, just friends. Yeah, guys, I think there's probably, yeah. Never fall for the just friends thing. Especially when it's a coworker. I'm just gonna hang out with my coworker, Chad. We're just friends. They're not hanging out. Well, hanging out. They're hanging in. I'm gonna stop talking about personal stuff. Anyway. Just because I called somebody a whale, it made me think about fat jokes and being mean. Everything makes me think about being mean. I'm just a mean person. Let's go look at the Reddit. Yeah, just so you guys can see what I'm seeing a bit. What's going on screen isn't that interesting. Alright. Which one's bigger now? So this one's up to 883. This one's 958. Okay, this is the good one then. Oh, somebody's cooler than me. They got 3 limit break Gundam GX GQ. Yeah, there's 2 subreddits that at least that I know of. I don't really hang out in. I only hang out in my Discord because it's the best one. I joined one of the other ones. I don't know if there's a main one. Ah, there we are. Okay, join. I talked in here for like a minute one type. Oh, Gundam New Type Labs is the one that was linked on the Discord. But I don't know. I don't really know. I just don't have time for Discords that aren't mine. That's the right answer, Dr. Jimmy. Something relaxing about watching a bunch of tiny machines murder each other. Agreed, bro. Alright. So we got this. Alright, I need either one of these. This one's got to be easier, right? Alright, Z2. Yeah, and this is where we're starting to run out of experience material. Yeah, so 35 to 45, that just took 27 gold. Double Zeta really takes up your experience. And I mean, that's as far as I've gone. The other ones I know are the same level or higher, so. Yeah, 45 to 55 is another 35 gold. I'm pretty sure the first 2 limit breaks on Full Armor Double Zeta are what made me go, holy shit, maybe I need to watch how much I'm developing. So I haven't actually used the full armor for anything super. I've only used him for farming Double Zeta stuff, but I've heard a lot of people say he's good. Let's see. I'll hold off on feeding these dupes in. Alright, so what do I want to farm next? He carries the Double Zeta hard. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would imagine. Units from assembly. Okay. Dovin Wolf. Mega Launcher with attack down 10%. You know, I like this. %20 attack down on... Oh, you can't see it. Alright, so his Mega Launcher at weapon level 5 is attack down 20%. And it's just a straight 6. But what I like about this is he's a durability unit, and this is a map attack. So there's no counter attack. Because I realized today, like, making my video, like, a lot of times with your tank, you don't want to attack, because that's just an extra hit that they're taking, and it's undefended. So, I like this guy having a map attack that lowers attack. Because the Justice, for example, you can lower their attack, but then they get to swing back at you. Gonna go to bed now, looking forward to your Eternal Road streams this weekend. Yes, I'm gonna do my best. See you later, Jimmy. Alright. Oh, and he's got another 30% one. I like this dude a lot. I like this Dovin Wolf. Yeah, let's upgrade him. Oh, he's a gacha unit, isn't he? Dude, I'm stupid. I always hit the wrong one. I always... unit assembly makes me think of building it. I know the other one is development unit, and I should know, but man, I was really excited. I want that Dovin Wolf. Or, yeah, whatever the heck it was. Oh, I guess it was, yeah. Alright. So, I can make the Psycho Gundam. I think. Yeah, yeah. Alright, Psycho, Gamok. Alright. The O? I heard the O is a good tank. Alright. Let's see. You know, support units, they don't need limit breaks as much. I think the tanks need it a lot more. Alright, so what's his do? Okay, yeah, here Psycho Gundam has attack down 20% on a map attack. That's even better. I like that a lot for all the reasons I was saying before. That goes up to 30. That goes up to 20. Okay. I like this guy a lot. Man, he's pretty easy to build. Alright, so 3 more Psycho Gundam journals. Two more Psycho Gundam journals. I had no idea they did that. I mean, I knew that they had, like, that mode. I've seen that in the games and stuff. I don't remember. I watched Zeta so long ago. Okay. I'm not bringing everything that's like max level. I'm gonna get some experience on this. Let's see. Let's do that. Let's play around with this. So yeah, and the new Kira Yamato gives triple attack to everyone. Anyone that he's on. That's nice. There should be. That should be fine. I hate wasting experience on the series, even on the free squad. I know it's dumb. Oh, that damage is pretty bad, but I mean they're all debuffed. God, they're so weak. Oh, okay, so they're in the sky. Okay. I just don't really pay that much attention to the map types. They're just so rarely an issue. Yeah, so that was Strike Freedom being a supporter. That was nice. Damn, this stage is really easy. Oh, Psycho Gun. Yep, support Kira. There we go. That is nice. I don't know if that's... I think that's one of those things that will be like... You know, that's not nearly good enough for endgame stuff, but... Going through maps, maybe that's better than an extra second chance. Let me see. Is this a good meme here? I have an army. We have Michu and Setsuna. Nope, keep re-rolling. Narrative, Striker, Phoenix. No, oh, he's got Strike Freedom. Okay, I was gonna say that's still a reroll. There's no reason to save tickets. Alright. Alright, one more I think, right? Yeah, we already made Limit Break too, so. hate when people don't know the ins and outs of every single gacha right from the start. Isn't that annoying? God. Oh, they did have Lacus. Okay, it's a good account. Sometimes I forget you can scroll through pictures. Okay, Lightning Fast and Unstoppable suck. At least compared to one-shot killers. Like, it's like, dude, why can I only get like 2 URs on this team? Hey, Black Cat. Alright, that's 3. Nice. Let's go make Psycho Gundam. Max Limit Break. Oh, is he Zeta? Going to grind soon, just stopping by. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Black Cat. I appreciate it. Good luck. Alright, Psycho Gundam, Max Limit Break. I'm going to get this guy leveled up, too, and I got to start putting him on teams. Get some passive experience, and I'm going to... Yeah, let's do that right away. Hey, Jacob. That's a lot of HP. Oh man, no, the good tanks have like 111,000. We'll see what he looks like. What's he look like? This one's actually low on HP, not to be like all actually. I think that's a really high defense though. And then these ones, let me see. What's the range on this? 1 to 4. I don't even care about these ones. I don't think I need those. Mobility for attack, that's a good one for him. Alright, so there's the Gaimok, the Zaku 3 Custom. What do you do? Accuracy down 5%. Attack down 20%. Range 2 to 4. Psycho Pressure. Doesn't... It's good power, but doesn't really matter for a tank. Oh, beamed range weapons, he's reduced that by 40%. Yeah, I like Psycho Gundam a lot. And he's got defense. Yeah, I like Psycho Gundam a lot. Now, what's the O do? Attack down 20%. Range 1 to 3. Okay. Range 2 to 4. Mobility down 10%. Okay. When vigor is super high or higher, increases own attack and defense by 5%. He might be beefy, I'm not sure. I don't think I'm seeing anything special. I'm not super used to these numbers. This is only level 83, but... Oh. I heard that he was supposed to be a good tank. Yeah, let's build this guy up. Alright, the Bau and the Arjarja. Okay. Oh, this dude's gonna suck. Yeah, I'm waiting for what they do in the future. Like, can't come soon enough, right? Let's see. Alright, where's even my... Alright, Game Lock. Okay. And I do not have the experience for this. And I'm out of golds. You and there's a few people waiting for God Gundam. I'm more about Seed, and probably some of the more Universal Century stuff, but yeah, pretty much anything other than Seed. All right, and a Bau. Maybe we can get one copy? Probably not. Oh, I forgot to do the upgrades. Did they end the campaign already? You're free to place a rip. Oh, most people are. Just make sure that you don't spend your diamonds on stupid stuff. Oh, we're gonna have barely enough. Yeah, so these Zeta and Double Zeta development maps, like, they drain you. Turn A Gundam EX. Oof. I don't know how popular that one is. It could be a while. Alright, so they're both 55. Got it. Try to make sure that I feed the lower level one in. Alright. So at this point, I'm searching for technical journals, but I can't use them. Alright. So we'll aim for 6 more of these. Alright, just 5 more. They need to make the burning summoning animations 2 UR or 1. Yeah, I don't know. As far as summoning animations, gosh, I don't even know. Are they going to start making them? Are they going to add to them? I don't even know if I've seen them all yet. Yeah, there are some animations that seem to just be SSR, or some people were speculating that some of them mean multiple SSRs, like 3 SSRs, which is still a nice thing to get, but, you know, 10 SSRs is disappointing if you wanted a UR. That's just how these games are. I don't even know if I brought a good team for this. I mean, they're doing okay. Hey, Jacob. Just snagged Gundam Aerial from an event summon ticket. That's good, dude. Jacob, do you have Lacus? Because pretty sure that, yeah, that one goes on her leader skill, so that's a really nice support for basically, literally, the best team in the game right now. So, that's a nice pull, man. I wish I had Aerial. You're working on her? Well, good luck, man. I'm at 210 pity. Yeah, good luck, because that banner's only going to be there another 6 days. I don't know if dipping in your wallet is an option. Okay, good. Like, I have fun with other people that spend, like, I'm like, yes, go for it, whale. But I never want to encourage anybody, like, you should really pull out your wallet, but it makes me feel better for you that you're not going to get that close to pity, and then be like, alright, I guess I get nothing. Yeah, hey, some people don't have that choice. Spending in a gacha is it's a once you pop you can't stop kind of thing for a lot. Most of us, you go from like, I'll just buy this sale pack to I want this unit, so I'll buy all the gems that I need to. But I've had it easy with Dokkan. Dokkan gives so many sale stones that you can't go too nuts. There's one time that I've ever bought normal price dragon stones in Dokkan, and I really wanted Saiyan Day transforming Super Vegeta, the one that goes through all the stages. If any of you play, and I was having no luck, and it was before Pity, and it was really dumb. I spent a few hundred. Oh, and I didn't get him. Yeah. No, I think that was when I bought all of the $35 sale packs that I never touch. And then it's the transforming units that get me. Transforming Cell, I really wanted him. And yeah, that I dipped into normal stones. Like I spent a couple $100 beyond the sales on that. That was when I was an over-the-road truck driver. I didn't really give a shit about anything back then. Black Cat, you live in the Caribbean? Huh, I have no idea what that'd be like. Like vacationing there? I know some of my friends go on vacation in the Caribbeans and Mexico and stuff, and that doesn't interest me because this is not a beach bod. Like, when you're a fat, pale, pasty guy, like, you're like, yeah, doesn't... Like, vacationing there doesn't appeal to me. I don't know what it's like to live there. Like, but, yeah. I'll go visit, like, an amusement park or something. Spend over 3K or more in a day? I was like, are you talking about US dollars or something close to it? Or, I don't know what kind of currency they use in the Caribbean. 3,000, that's, yeah, bro, that's a like, alright, I need to completely disconnect my credit card from this game. TT, I don't even know that currency. But 3,000 of it's still got to be a lot. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about those places. Although one of my first girlfriends said she was from Trinidad. That's all I know is that she was from Trinidad. I don't know anything else about there. Not very cultured. Okay, so the TT is worth about 15 cents. Okay. So 15% of 3,000, that's still... Okay, so you spent almost 500 USD equivalent in a day. Yeah, exactly. So that's not like... oh my god, I spent, like, my life savings, but enough to, like, make you open your eyes. Yeah, because it's just... Dude, it's like, well, I only spent 20 bucks. Like, it's like, yeah, but you hit that button 8 times today. And 4 times yesterday. Azrael, good morning. Oh, so it is back to 3. Yeah, so apparently I didn't pay attention. The campaign was only for a week. That sounds familiar. I kind of remember it being like 7 to 9 days, and I just didn't even think about it not lasting the whole event. Yeah, I was just looking at like prices for apartments to get a reference for like cost of living in TT. So it looks like it's not like a whole different realm, but like probably like half the cost of living here. But I don't know what kind of apartments I was looking at. I see they still have like luxury stuff down there too. So man, my phone's laggy. Oh, let's put Dovenwolf in here. Yeah, we need some experience on that guy for when we get more copies. And, okay, there's my Psycho Gundam, good. That's fine, I could put him on there, but... yeah, you know, it just wasn't themed to the event, so they're like, we'll only give them like a week of extra stuff. What area am I located in? I'm in central New York. On the East Coast in the United States. Sorry, I often assume that everyone watching is in the United States. I've gotten a bit better, because this is the second game I've done content for with fairly small communities. I don't know how small the community for this game is bigger than Dragon Quest Tact, but... You know, I get used to people from other countries, like, being stuck watching stuff in other countries. Even, you know, a lot of English as a second language speakers. So. But, yeah, I still just assume that, like, you know, it's not the global version of the game, it's the United States version, you know. Sometimes I forget. Texas? God bless Texas. I miss Texas. Well, I've driven through Texas. I like Texas. Y'all got better food down there, too. Boston? I'm prematurely old and grouchy. I went on about this last week, but I don't know why anybody wants to live in a major city. You know, it's easier in Texas. Like, the further west you go, the cities are newer. They're bigger. Like, it's not literally cramped on top of 2 to 3 to 400-year-old, you know, designs and buildings and roadways and stuff like that. Like, every city on the East Coast, like, literally was not designed to have millions of people living on top of each other like cockroaches. And then you got places like LA that are nice and wide open, and there's just way too many people that want to live in one fucking spot. If you guys haven't been to LA, dude, the last time I was there was a couple years ago. I'm a truck driver. It took me like hours to get out of LA before rush hour. It was like 2 in the afternoon. There's just too many goddamn people there. And then, yeah, Boston. So Boston has millions of people living in a spot the size of a Walmart parking lot. And it's ancient. So it's literally just nothing there is designed to accommodate that many people. Yeah, the 8-lane highways, like, yeah, and they're still going to be jammed up. And also, you notice this driving a truck, they're narrow. They're narrow lanes out there, at least in some areas. Did not like driving through So Southern California is hard. The desert's nice and easy. Desert's nice if you live on the East Coast. You haven't seen the desert before. It's interesting. Northern California is beautiful. Beautiful. But the entirety of the West Coast hates trucks. They hate trucks and truck drivers. Oregon, Washington, California, they're out to get you. There's a statewide 55-mile-an-hour speed limit for trucks only. You better not go over. And there's inspection stations everywhere. They hate us. Even though literally everything you've ever owned, with very little exception, came on a truck. But everybody hates us. Anyway, that's a whole other speech. You know, without truck drivers, this country'd shut down in about 2 or 3 days, brother. You get that a lot in the truck stop. But anyway, yeah, I like Texas. It's very truck friendly. Mexican food down there is great. Now, anybody that's outside of the country will laugh about me claiming Mexican food in a certain part of America is better, but Texas is right over the border. The stuff up here in New York, now there's great Mexican places up here for the area. It's authentic, like, you know, there's Mexican families making authentic Mexican food. But just the ingredients aren't the same up here. You go down to Texas, you're getting just fresher stuff. It just tastes better. Dude, I love it. Especially Texas, dude. And the places I can access in the truck. But I found in my experience, like, the dumpier the place, the better the food, man. You walk into some trailer, you're like, man, not sure if I should walk in here. You know, your waitress is like the owner's 14-year-old daughter. And then you'll get, like, one of the best burritos you've ever had, fresh, for $8. Dude, my phone is laggy today. I don't know if it's my phone or what. If any of you were here for my rant the other day, there was a update on the Samsung UI, and I hate it. I hate the new UI update on Samsung. Texas barbecue is really good. Yeah, I like barbecue. Barbecue's great. But I very rarely am like, oh yeah, this is world-class like, this is the best. Honestly, barbecue is just good or bad to me. So I don't know. Texas they do have good barbecue, but it's just like, it doesn't wow me, you know? For me, it's all about the barbecue sauce anyway, so. We got Dinosaur Barbecue here in New York, so we're pretty lucky. I don't know if that brand has made it around the nation. I know it's the sauce they sell regionally. Oh, and yeah, dude, Dallas. It's just like it's a joke among all truck drivers that Dallas has never not been under construction. What, I-40? Just the construction there is just ridiculous, and it's just never ending. And also, even though Texas is like the size of Europe, literally, I believe, somehow every load that goes through that damn state has to go through Dallas. It's amazing. Can't avoid Dallas every time I go through Texas. Other than Dallas, I love Texas. But, and you know what's funny? I don't know. Dude, is Arkansas a joke in that area? Like, what do you call that? The Midwest? Or I forget what you call that area of the map down there, Texas, and the things above it. I like everything around Arkansas, and then Arkansas is a shithole. Like, I hate Arkansas, but I like everything around Arkansas. I love Missouri. All of Missouri that isn't St. Louis. Nobody likes St. Louis. Why would you want to go to St. Louis? It's terrible. I like all the states around it. But Arkansas is just a dump. Yeah, we gotta have more highways for all the traffic. You know, this is just completely off. Well, we've been off topic, but it makes me think. I think I think it's fairly obvious that self-driving cars are an inevitability, especially since people are, with no exaggeration, becoming worse drivers every single day. And this might just be a connection that I draw, like, oh, he's just a truck driver trying to relate everything in life to driving, but I really feel that traffic is an excellent indicator for how entitled and awful people are becoming. Like, nobody gives half a crap about anybody else anymore, and that really shows up in traffic. I mean, people are just fucking stupid. And basically suicidal on top of it. Ugh. Just all night long, it's like, I mean, I don't let stuff in traffic bother me anymore. I see it all day, but it's just like, dude, how are you... I don't know. I also have, like, no pit, people that, like, drive however fast they want, or like they're just having fun on the interstate and whatnot. I have no sympathy for that. Like, the speed limit's a speed limit. I get it. We're all going to do 5 over if we can. My truck's governed. But, all the interstates around here are 65. For me, being a speed demon, taking chances is like 73 miles an hour. That's me, breakneck speed, like, in a rush. And I just don't understand why people think that they're allowed to go 85. And that's the only reason I go 73 is because that's like, that's as slow as just about anybody goes. But, I don't know. People that just don't take driving seriously, I just have no sympathy for. Like, you don't have a right, But again, I'm an old fuddy-duddy, so. I had to go to New Jersey every day for a year and a half, so I mean, I've been worse areas, but I would just see all the stupidity in traffic every single day. So, oh yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm surprised by, like, oh, there's like aggressive dudes and stuff, right? No, dude, old ladies and soccer moms in minivans and stuff. Anybody driving a Jeep better stay the hell away from, because it's a spoiled princess. Ugh. But yeah, I'm always surprised that, like, it's like little old ladies and middle-aged people that are just driving like pissed off teenagers. Let's see. What's this guy saying? This is 3 days old. So they gave us pity, and then they even gave us a not very exciting, but something that we could use with, since pity comes in the form of points. They did give us an exchange on the points afterwards, so it doesn't feel wasted. And that's not good enough for people either. Which, to me, like, the last pity system that I was used to was, it was only there in case you didn't get the unit. When you got the unit, the pity went away. So, For me, it's like, how much more can they give you? Because they wouldn't be talking about this. The pity system would be fine if it was just points that you couldn't do it. But when you say that that the leftover points will be exchanged for rare medals, then it's not good enough. It's funny. I don't think people would be complaining or expecting anything if they didn't if there was no exchange afterwards. Well, that's just a pity system. You didn't need it or you didn't do enough. That's all there is. But, you do a 1-to-1 refund for unused points and, everyone loses their minds. That was a bad Joker impersonation, sorry. I just watched Dark Knight again like last week. And I'm so, I hate to sound like the whale. Definitely not a whale, by the way. We don't get enough diamonds as free to play. You have no idea how many diamonds we're getting. You have no idea. The game just launched. This is not the full version of the game. We don't know what the game's going to be like for a couple months. Like, it's barely out of, like, I consider launch like a type of beta. We're barely out of that. Like, they're not going to hand us all of the stones passively that they would give us, like, a year into the game. Because we're getting all the launch gems, diamonds, whatever. We don't even know how the banner system is going to be long term. This is so Dragon Quest Tact had a thing where honestly, the normal banners were pretty much they were kind of whale only, and then every 3-4 months or so, they would have what we called value banners or multi banners that would have all of the premium units from the last couple months. Everything that was at least a couple months old. So that was where, yes, you didn't get the brand new units, but that's where you could get great value on premium URs. It's so slow. Why do I keep hitting the wrong things? Oh, okay, I did. Okay. I don't think the devs know how the banners are going to work in the long term either. I assume that's why we're getting a survey soon. Well, the survey, if we get it here, even if we get the PvP, I'm sure that we will. I'm sure that we will. I just keep saying that was a Japanese-only live stream. That was never advertised to us on the global version. With it being a test season of PvP, I could see it not coming to global. But also the huge argument against it is I think that this game is in a state where if we don't get the test PvP, what the hell else are we going to do? We need content. I think they need to give us the content to both sides. But the survey is... I could say there's a really good chance we're not going to get the survey. Not that it really matters that much. A guild, that's the kind of thing that can come later in the game. So, Dragon Quest Tact got that a year in. Although it ended up kind of adding to predatory stuff. But, what was I going on about? Oh, the banner system. I love that it's not just a one new unit banner system, and the fact that they added the freedom to the featured and at a reduced rate compared to it, which was really nice. I like that it is showing that they will incorporate more than just the new unit. Or for this game, it looks like it'll be 2 units at a time, which is what I'm used to in Dokkan. But that means that it's more than likely that in a couple of months, like 6 months into the game, when we get a new banner, it's probably going to be the new banner, the new featured unit, the limited time featured unit. I'm trying to remember the terms for this game compared to everything else. So it'll be the new limited time unit, and then the featured unit that will join the general pool, and then at least one possibly limited time unit. I think that's how they'll bring back limited time units. Is like, oh yeah, so the new Seed banner came out, and we've got Gundam Super Duper Justice, and then you can also have a chance at getting Strike Freedom, stuff like that. I love that, because when I played Dragon Quest Tact, it was just one new unit, that's all, and they would come with the equivalent of an SSR in this game. So you get the one new unit that's limited. He's not going to join the general pool ever, mostly, or it'll be like in a year. And then his useless unit that maybe is useful on 1 or 2 stages. It's a low rank unit. And then that's it. So when you don't get the featured unit, you got nothing worthwhile, because the general pool is worthless. So that game was also a 4% UR rate. But the reality is that since the featured rate was 0.7, it was a 0.7 pull rate. Like, that's the only thing that mattered. That UR, if it wasn't the featured, doesn't matter what it was. Anything but the featured was a defeat. So I really hate that system. I hate that system. I like Dokkan, where, they bring back a bunch of older Dokkan Fest limited units. And even though you won't want most of them, there is at least like a second and third prize on most banners. It's like, okay, I didn't get the new Goku, but I did get my first copy, or maybe my first or second dupe of the Vegeta that came out 4 months ago. Like, that's a win. Thank you. Like, I didn't get what I really wanted, but I got something I could use. In my experience, most of the games that just have one featured, like, spotlight unit, if you don't get that, you're extremely disappointed with whatever else you get. So, this banner system has potential. But again, it's still a lot of speculation based off just one. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go let the doggy in. Hey, bud. Got my boy? Hey, Anthem. You wanna come in with Dad? You can go in. There. All right. There we go. You want to smile for the camera, Cornelius? There's my Cornelius. Smile. What a handsome boy you are. Yeah, you are. He's a big boy, too. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. Where do I even have this? When you're in your mid to late 30s and childless, you just start treating your dog like your child, so. Dude, this is laggy. Wow, this is like unusable. I can't even bring up like I don't know if I have to do a full reset. Let me just take a minute and reset the phone. That's just, man, it's just getting even worse. Cornelius is a good name, thank you. Uh, yeah, this place is a disaster. There he is. Going through all my junk. He doesn't come in here very often, so he has to smell everything. God knows what I've got on the floor in here. I'm always just about to clean it up to get it presentable. So I picked Cornelius. I'm a big fan of Fight Club, and Cornelius is kind of the unofficial name of the narrator. It's the first fake names he gives, so. And he came in and explored, now he wants out. Alright, alright. He's spoiled. Yeah, it's always the weekend, and then I'm exhausted for the first half of the weekend, and then generally hungover for a lot of the second half. You think Planet of the Apes, yeah. I showed this off before. I got my little Fight Club soap bar here. I like this little thing. It's from dirtyassoaps.com. God knows how old this thing is. Alright. We're almost back. They changed how... No, I don't want that. Changed how this app works. Now I need to keep turning the volume on. I'll try leaving it unplugged this time. Maybe that was it. Yeah, every once in a while these things just take forever to... Or the game just takes forever to come... Honestly, I probably need to quit it. Because I backed out. What a great stream. But I wish I knew like when to expect new information. I was going on about this before, but it would be so it's getting boring for those of us that are like playing really efficiently or buying extra stam at any point really. But you know, even the casuals are finishing up seed around this point. And I mean, that was an easy skip. Like, it was set up so that, like, okay, I can burn most of my stam with skipping. But, I mean, even now I could go and just do a bunch of the hard modes. I could just skip them instead of farming one of them. Which I can't afford to develop anything anyway, so... I mean, I'm getting pretty close to bedtime, so I should probably go do that anyway. Oh, I need to do my upgrade stages. Third shift, yeah, I started midnight. Lately, it's been around 1 o'clock. There's more traffic construction for the guy that brings me my load. I have one guy go and pick my load up from a warehouse about 4 hours away. So his day is 8 hours of driving plus drop and hook plus, other stuff. So it's a 9 to 10 hour day for him. Well, it was. That's normally. Apparently, it's a bit longer now because there's construction and whatnot. And then so he comes and brings me my load. I jump in the same truck and trailer, and then I go deliver parts. So. Gosh, what's this even drop? Okay, I know I need at least those Alvators, so... I know I need more of all those, so... Oh, of course. Rank 32. It's only when I don't... It's only when I need to get rid of Stam. Is there even a hard mode for this one? Okay, what is it? Dragoon Strike. Okay, I haven't done anything with that. Let's do that. Oh, and there's a second one there. Okay. Alright, Zeta and Double Zeta. Done all that. Alright. Is there a hard mode that I didn't skip here? Quinn Mantha's already done. I don't know anything about this one. Yeah, I'm sure I need. Let's see. Oh, these ones are going to be uncomplicated. I don't think there's anything in there. Everything there maybe has one limit break. Oh, the O? Okay, I need that. Yeah, that's about it. well, as far as stuff that so that's all the skips. And unfortunately, I just don't have time to do the manual grinds today. So I'm gonna let it go for here. If you tuned in, thanks. If not, screw you, but I guess you're not going to hear that anyway, so. Oh, joke's on me, right? Anyway, I'll see you guys again soon. Again, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys later.